Sarika, you're watching Thailand International, a program on Thai-Asean News Network that takes a look at the different international activities here in Thailand. And I'm your host, Chawaratinjurnan. Well, on this edition of the program, we're going to take a look at something that's very exciting, dance, because it is full of culture in so many ways. So we're here at the rumPUREE studio to take a look at a very special type of dance. It's called tribal dance.
I'm mistaken. Here comes something now.
Dance has long been known as the universal language where the body is used to convey one's own culture to the world. A dance is preserved as it is passed through from generation to generation. At the same time, it evolves as each generation adds their own technique and take on it. From Japan to Hawaii, every country puts great value on their dance, which is unique in its own way. The present communications and information age enables cultures to be accessible to anyone in the world within seconds, thus bringing a new age where dance can evolve not only by itself, but with the integration of other cultures. For example, dance styles such as ballet, belly dancing, or even hip-hop can be integrated in a new technique. There are no boundaries for dancers, as they are now free to create their own style of dance. It is this new dance revolution that Thailand International will look at today. Though Thailand is well known for its own rich culture, its capital city, Bangkok, is becoming more and more of a melting pot of various cultures. The dance scene has evolved from your standard ballet to now classes that teach striptease and pole dance. The hotspot for the classes of such unique dances is rumPUREE World Dance Studio at Amrin Plaza.
Well, with me is the founder of this beautiful school. Her name is Wusagan Jata Waramed. I hope I said it right.
Yes,
Sarika.
Sarika.
Tell me about yourself. How did you get into, dancing? Because I understand from our talks before you were in architecture.
Yeah. My background is in architecture, and then I went to study in New York, and I started, exposing to all these different culture. And I naturally like dancing, so I try to go out dancing, and also my language when I first moved to New York was really bad.
Oh, really? So, I can't tell.
Yes, it was really bad. So I try to practice my English by going out doing something else outside school. So I choose dancing.
Wow.
So that's how I actually get into all these different world dances, and slowly, little by little, I experience different types of dance, and I really like it. That's how I just started.
By saying different types of dance, what exactly did you start with? Because I understand you were in your early 20s.
Yeah.
When you did this.
Yes, and first I started with ballroom dancing. That's what I did when I was in Thailand, because that's what the only type of dance that quite popular here for partner dance. Then over there in New York, I found salsa.
Oh, yeah.
So I started doing salsa because it's a good dance that you can meet, you can socialize with other people. Then slowly it's Brazilian dance, samba and zouk, and then belly dance, and then Argentine tango, and then swing.
Wow,
and then
that's a lot of hours in
that's
a
a lot
lot
of
of
hours.
love.
I spend a lot of hours like doing this dance after work.
Wow, and then when you had that, and then you're studying at the same time,
Right.
what was happening in your head? Were you like, you know, thinking maybe you're gonna change?
Well, not really. Not until I really start working, and then I thought that I will take this as a hobby, but you know, actually it's opposite. I actually even get into it more. So I almost has 2 serious full-time jobs, architect and teaching dance. At that time, I already started teaching dance a little, and then when I moved back to Thailand. I check out a few other studios that I can actually maybe enjoy the class, but there was none that really teach dance that I know. So I thought I talked to a few other people. They said, "Oh, why don't you just start, you know, small group dance lesson and see how it's going?" So that's how it started.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now it's like what, been 5 years running for this place.
5 years.
Did you face any challenges, you know, of opening up a studio?
Yes,
like, what were the
lot.
main ones that you know?
The main one is how to educate locals to know about all these different types of dance. Because Thailand, one thing that I found, it seems to be multicultural, but not deep.
Like everyone's in their own different groups,
Right,
in a way?
and they're not sharing too much together. It's not like in New York where dance is more accessible. You know, you can go and you have more friends, and let's say you have a group of friends, all of them come from different countries because we use English as a common language. But here you still like, okay, Thai with Thais,
Yeah, Chinese
Korean
with Chinese.
Koreans, you know, so it's really hard for us to actually introduce these dances to them. But slowly, I think people actually, internet helps a lot, so people see a lot from internet. So they start searching, and then, you know, more people coming to the school.
So how many students do you have in the beginning? You had what?
In the beginning, per class, maybe 3 or 4 people.
3 or 4, and now?
And now, in the most class that we have, we could fit about 15 to
18 or 15,
Yeah.
and I say it's a pretty big group. And you know what? What's so interesting is that it's not just those basic kind of dances that you said, you know, in other dance centers like ballet and jazz, but it's actually very different, very unique.
Right.
And so obviously you need to have a lot of, you know, people who work with you as well.
Right.
How do you find the people to come and work with you? Because I know some are international, right?
Yes. So mostly people, I got it from my connection, like from my dance network friends. So I still have a lot of friends back in New York City, and usually if any of them will travel to Asia or especially to Thailand, they will refer them to me. So that's how we get started as a dance network. And also, you know, right now, a lot of dancers from the West travel a lot to the East. They're actually giving the workshop and stuff like that. So that's how we've been lucky so far to get all these international guest instructors.
What would you like to say to those people who might, you know, want to start dancing, but they never really, you know, got themselves up and said, oh, you know, you should dance, you know. What's your advice for those people who want to start dancing?
Come to the class. Number one, because if you've been thinking but you're not doing it, that's when it's kind of like you got stuck. So my advice is, you know, try the first class and see if your body like it, if you like the music, if you like the atmosphere, if you like the people in the class, you know, many things. You will explore a lot of options for yourself. And you know, I would recommend that, like, some people don't know what type of dances they should start with. Maybe check yourself, like what kind of music you really like to listen the most. You know, some people like to listen pop music, so I would say, okay, maybe start with hip hop, with the contemporary jazz, or with like music video dance, because that are classes that they use this music inside. Or if you like, let's say, orchestra music, like Middle Eastern, then definitely you should try belly dance.
And when they come and study in your classes, is it like a full course and afterwards they have a performance, or is it something of building of a community?
Yeah, because my concept in the beginning is I would like to build a community of people who like has the same interest. So we have different types of classes. For people who really are serious, or they know that they wanted to be serious, we have the type of class where they're committed for the whole course. So then all the class is progressing. Whereas people who has like very rushed schedule, has to travel a lot. So we have open class where they can come join once in a while when they have time and for fun or for exercise. So from the full course, we call the full course, the class that you have to commit, then slowly you can see that all the students are progressing and they make friends to each other. And that's how the community is slowly getting gathered together bigger. And we also organize a school show. So every year we have a school show, and we also have a party. Sometimes we have guests from other country. So we organize a dance party. So we have a little dance showcase where everyone who know each other go to support the show. And also we do festival. So all these different channels, they have chance to perform and express themselves. And when they see themselves in the video, and slowly they have, they feel ambitious to actually getting better.
Wow.
So that's how we really, and we also have a class called training, like professional training.
Oh, so that you can become...
So that you can become a performer.
Oh, wow. And I think it really works because, some of the people who are in the workshop class, they actually were teachers and they were students before.
Right.
So that means you're really good at teaching.
Right.
But anyways, lastly, what do you feel about dance in Thailand? Because obviously we have our, different cultures here, as you say. We have the Thai dance as well.
Right.
But it's, talking about it becoming more global, more international.
Right.
Where do you see dance going here in Bangkok?
It's actually become more universal. Because if you see, for Mirama, she French, but she teach Asian fusion.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
totally weird. Because
totally
her last name
opposite.
was like Arabic kind of.
Thing. So she teach Asian fusion. Myself is Thai, but I teach Latin. I teach salsa or belly dance. So I would say that it's not really about that you have to be the person from that culture to teach the dance of that culture. It's more about a person who interested in a different culture and really study about the structure of those history and dance in order to share that experience with others. So for me, it's very universal. So I don't have the question that okay, you have to be the people from, let's say, Egypt to be able to teach belly dance well. You could be Thai who teach belly dance well. You could be
Japanese.
Yeah,
I
anyone.
saw a Japanese person from Japan teaching.
I could say that right now is the interest is it has a lot of possibility. So it's just only that we might have to educate, or maybe give out some more information about different types of dance to people so they understand correctly what is it about, how it looks like, what type of music, what they will get off in terms of the physical, those kind of things, and then they probably will come more.
Okay, well, I'm so happy that you actually set this up, and I'm sure that it's going to grow bigger and bigger in the upcoming years.
Too.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. ขอบคุณค่ะ
Well, according to Kun Apple, anyone can dance, so I guess I will have to give it a try. Not only am I going to learn how to dance, something that I've not done in a while, I will be learning 3 new types of dance from Mirama Gazia, a French dance teacher who decided to travel to teach her style of dance, as well as learn from various cultures.